Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Abiding by AFTERBIRTH Plus. It's a daily challenge today. It's Wednesday, March 8th. This is the last consecutive daily for a little while because I'm going to be away at PAX East. So enjoy having some not dailies for a little bit, but I'll probably be doing the dailies when I get back. Oh, I have mods on right now. Oh, there's a little spoiler for what you're going to see in the near future. But here we go. Daily run. Samson. Yesterday, our scores from the last 2 days are very, very similar. March 6th, 41,897. March 7th, 41,868. 130th, 2 days ago. 75th yesterday, 0.47%, raising our overall ranking. Well, our overall percentage is 4.74%, brings us down to 97th on the leaderboards. But this one only goes to Mom's Foot. But it does give you Pyromaniac right off the bat. But it is worth noting, hold on, I'm going to adjust my microphone here. It is worth noting that the overall leaderboards, like 2 weeks ago when I was like, I really want to get in the top 100, you needed to be like 5.60 percentile. Since then, and maybe earlier, maybe this is a trend that's been going on for a while. I'm not trying to take responsibility for it, just illustrating a trend. Now you got to be like 4.95 or something like that. So that, I feel like it's like the game of golf. In like the 80s, you could still be a pro golfer and like smoke cigarettes or have like a wooden leg or something like that. I'll take this, of course. Now you've got to be like a finely tuned athlete, and as a result, I am obviously like self-selected out of that. It used to be like, oh, you can still fart around, crack jokes, and sing "Sweet Child of Mine" during your dailies. Now you gotta actually focus if you want to compete with the younger generation, dude. Those people are not messing about. Okay, I do want to point out that first off, the good and the bad here. Here's the good. Getting Pyromaniac is obviously amazing. Getting Small Rock is obviously amazing. Here's the bad. Fighting Ragman in a secret room is like something I've never seen before. It's exceptionally cruel. Now, I know what you're probably thinking here. You're going, NL, don't fuck this one up. You've got a self-sacrifice room on this floor. And a self-sacrifice room is extremely potentially important on a daily run that only goes to Mom's Foot. Because how are we going to get in the 30,000s or maybe even higher as far as points go? You do boss rush, teleport out, get access to a self-sacrifice room or an AWAS rune that allows you to progress to a self-sacrifice room. Basically, you find yourself a self-sacrifice room. You play the crap out of it. We're going to play the self-sacrifice room here. It is going to be a damage penalty. But we're going to do this for a couple of reasons. One of which is that... Wait, no, we learned this last time, right? It doesn't actually store value. You still have to play it more. Yes, we might have just sacrificed 50 points for, like, no reason. Okay, I'm not sure. Here's the thing, that we did it, like, maybe 10 or 12 episodes ago. We played a self-sacrifice room early... Because my assumption, or my memory, we might as well have stood there while that went off, honestly. But my memory was that you did get stored value from those. Which is to say that when you popped self-sacrifice room damage to get to like 12 or whatever it is that you need to teleport, you didn't need to do it again. You didn't need to do damage 1 again. You didn't need to do damage 2 again. You just needed to do the difference between what you needed and what you've already given. But I think that on that run, we learned that it was actually, that's false. And instead, you are forced to give, honestly, that was like the best mom's bra usage. I feel like I'm explaining this like I've never used the English language before in my entire life. That's not my intention. Basically, you have to give 12 HP or play the self-sacrifice room 12 times on the same self-sacrifice room. Wow, that was close. To get into the lamb fight. And as I say that, I feel like it's wrong, but I also know that we had a similar situation on a previous daily. But maybe I was just miscounting on that previous daily, and now it's going to come back to bite me in the ass here. But, you know, we can probably, especially with Pyromaniac, get to the amount of bombs we need. Or, sorry, the amount of HP that we need to give in order to make it happen in the future. I hate this, dude. Now, we should get out of here. Okay. Mom's Bra, again, bought us a little bit of time at the very least. Honestly, it's like half the rocks in this situation. Were it not for the rocks, our life would be a little bit easier when it comes to dodging, but I think we're probably going to make it here. Honestly, this is a big challenge. This room with no spirit hearts, unless he went to the shop, which we totally could have done now that I think about it. This could throw some people off. Oh, okay, so you get the shovel, which allows you to go until you get a self-sacrifice room. We have to take the shovel. Was it worth taking Satanic Bible then? Probably not. You got me, you know? But bookworm or something. Lovely. Yeah, alright. Not my finest moment, perhaps. And now I'm looking at this and I'm getting a little scared. But this is what Pyromaniac should allow us to do, is, you know, get out of a semi-terrible situation. We definitely want to use a bomb here. We got a Tears downgrade. As bad as that might seem, I don't actually think it's that bad. Our damage is pretty good. So then the other thing is, you know, we've got bombs. Yes, we do. We got bombs. How about you? We're going to come back and try a secret room. There's gotta be a secret room, dude. No secret room? Fuck me, I guess. Like, where... I'm tilted now. Use the bombs. There we go. We found a regular secret room that I don't even remember what this item is. Eye of Greed. Oh, okay, so we get the... It's similar to Head of the Keeper. I remember that vaguely. We're gonna go... I mean, this is costing us valuable time, but that's okay. We're gonna go in here, and this is pretty much what I was hoping for, but I would love to get the map as well, but we can't. So we'll just buy the Spirit Heart, and I'm okay with that. We might look for a second secret room, but the big deal is we should use our shovel to get the hell out of this floor. Alright, whatever. By going to the cursed room, which is going to give us, okay, half a Spirit Heart, so it paid for itself and we got a little money. And then okay, so we are going to have to leave through the cursed room door. We got a black market. Is this good or bad? It's a great question. We should, like, Diplopia, and then re-roll these until we get some stuff that we want. Like, Trinket Smelter is not bad, but everything else is an active item. Oh, that's it right there. So now you get everything here for free, as long as you don't accidentally walk into the ones that'll cost you. So there's Sackhead. Then we have our own Trinket Smelter anyway. Obviously, we want Chaos. We want Nun's Habit. And again, this has cost us some potentially valuable time. But at the same time was also, like, unbelievably amazing for us. So let's head down to the next floor. And I don't know if I found a seam there or if I was in... Hold on, let me make sure my microphone's not messed up, dude. I feel like I'm talking too loud right now. No, that's normal. I'm just a loud dude today. All right. Or if I found... Is that El Dorado, or, like, was that a scam? Because we obviously got some great stuff out of that, but if it costs us a chance at boss rush because of timing, that's a little shitty. But it shouldn't, is the thing. We should still be basically kicking ass here. Yeah, I mean, I can't find a way to spin that as if it's a negative, so I'm not even gonna, like, debase myself by trying. Oh, that was close. So the thing that's very important to keep in mind right now is that we are, you know, we're working on getting some more HP, because we are very, very, very scared. Oh, we get Midas touch tears occasionally. That's what it is. And I can't believe how much we were able to improve this run after we got through the boss on that floor. Like, we seriously... I'm surprised at the fact that not only were we able to improve so much, but we were able to improve so much so quickly. Magic Mush. It's a really good bomb, like, perfectly placed. So it's unreasonable, or unrealistic at least, to expect that we will get through this floor, going to every special room, and maybe just every room in general, within 10 minutes. We really want to, like, we spent an extra 90 seconds, oh my god, relative to our splits, a floor ago. We'll make up that time over the next few floors. So one at a time here, one at a time. We want Spirit Hearts. A teleportation to a horrible devil deal. Look, the money's not bad, dude. We need the Spirit Hearts. I can't necessarily take these pills. I mean, I'm gonna. Speed down's not that bad. Of course I'm gonna. Asshole boss. So we pop the devil card. And this is one of the few bosses who could really make me pay for having lower speed. We'd really like to freeze him. We've frozen like a few of his tears, but I'd like to freeze him if possible. I'll take either freeze, dude. Doesn't have to be the Midas touch tears. Oh, that was so close. We've done it. That's right. We've done it. Squeezy's very important. Use it. Why would you place it there of all places? Use it. That's okay. We should maybe save a charge, but you get the idea. All right, we made some inroads there. The thing with the shovel is that it's very easy for us to make up a little bit of extra time. Thank you, thank you. Addicted, no. One makes you larger. Like, pretty bad. But maybe not that bad. So we can use, like, I might actually just decide, hey, you know what? Let's skip an entire floor. Oh, I thought you were dead, actually. Mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die. Just let me into the secret room, dude. And by secret room, I mean item room. Like, it's getting a little on the ridiculous side here. So do we skip all... I mean, you can't skip all of the depths too, because you need to do boss rush. So... that, it just cannot be done. What do we do instead? You can skip all the depths one. Don't be ridiculous. You're a rascal. I mean, we could use the Forget-Me-Now room. It's a terrible idea, but we could do it. Shop. We definitely have no recourse to go to the shop. Dude, how has our money been so low? And you know what? We are basically going to be a floor behind schedule. So, I've already committed to basically going this far. You know, we need to go to our item room, and it's only one room away. If we get, like, some kind of mapping, maybe I'll feel differently about it. I don't really want to skip a floor, but it is important that we make sure, like, boss rush can happen. But you know what? We can probably afford to wait a little bit. What I mean by that is we probably don't need to, and I'm just going to do this right now. We probably don't need to skip this floor immediately. Because if we skip the entirety of the next floor, you know what? See you in hell. Oh shit, they called my bluff. Well, certainly we don't need to leave this floor until we get to 13 minutes. I almost went and stood next to that because I was like, you know, it'll heal us. Not that it would have, you know, killed us to stand there. You know what? I'm actually just gonna say, quite honestly, I'm feeling the burn from when we got that Tears downgrade earlier. Like, I know we've had Tears upgrades since then, but I feel like I am not killing enemies as fast as I would expect to, given the circumstances here. And I feel like I'm a little bit behind the curve as a result. Not to say that I have made, like, perfect decisions here, but... that is at least closer to Bookworm. So this floor has not been worthless. And Guardian Spear, dude, I think it's, like, actually not that good. So at 1330 here... Thinking, like... Excuse me? I really just want another bomb as soon as possible. And then I'm gonna leave. And I'm not happy about this. I actually feel like we're up against it right now. Sure, you got me. And we're still behind schedule. And you know what's actually causing me the most physical pain right now? Is the, well, not physical, but psychological pain. Is, the fact that I am to blame... right now at least, for an incredibly, normally, like, pedestrian mistake. And what I mean by that is, if we just hadn't taken Satanic Bible, that's 11 cents. If we just hadn't taken Satanic Bible, we'd have 1 red heart right now, and life would be just that much easier. Now, we're still not necessarily ahead of the curve when it comes to, getting to boss rush here, but we should be able to make it because we can leave this floor whenever we please. So, honestly, like, the best get that we can get right here, I'll be the first to tell you, I think we played pretty badly, and we've had to make some decisions as a result of our poor play that I would prefer to have not had to make. However, I still think we got good outs. Key can be good for us. I mean, you gotta be careful because if you walk on a spike, like, your whole life is over. There we go. There we go. But if we could just get, like, a massive HP boost. A Spirit Heart is okay, but if we could just get, like... Lard, even? But let's just focus on the fact that, you know, we're in a good spot because we have the shovel. And as a result of having the shovel, we will at least be able to go further than expected on this run. It's so odd because it's actually like a great run. I've just sort of like pseudo-squandered it. Come on now. But it's not like we've really sacrificed like the keys to the kingdom. Like, we haven't had that many situations that were like completely perfectly set up. Help. By that I just mean, like, we haven't thrown away 20 Spirit Hearts. We've thrown away like 3. And some of them haven't even been thrown away. We've just been hit. Like, what are you supposed to say, right? I'm gonna save this rune. Because if it's Alges, like, let's be honest. Right now, we can't beat Boss Rush with this current setup. I'm also kind of stunned at how slow we're getting through these rooms. Now, enemies with invincibility are going to slow us down. But still, dude. We lose money when we shoot those Midas tears. Okay, I understand the rub now. I know we gotta go faster, but how do you say no to this situation, right? Probably just N-O. Well, you're very clever. You're a rascal. So we're gonna be... Wow, that was lucky. We're gonna be extremely tight for time here, but, you know, an Emperor card does a lot of work. It is an Emperor card. So blank rune. It's Burkano. Yera. Grab all this shit. Take the Emperor card. It's like always a last minute helper here. Okay, so get an Emperor card. Got the Fallen. Falling in my skin. Please give me brimstone. Actually, you know, moldy bread is fine here. And then access to here. Oh, but it's so stupid, but I could use Bookworm. As much as I hate to spend on this, I'm gonna take it. And I don't feel good about it, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna use the Emperor card right away. And the reason behind that is very simple. I think it could take us, you know, 90 seconds to beat Mom. This run is pretty not amazing right now. I'm actually concerned that even in our present situation, we might not be able to beat Mom. In time, that is. It looks like we're gonna do... That was so dumb of me. It looks like we're gonna do it. Question mark card doubles the shovel's active effect. More feet, please. One thing is for damn sure. I'm extremely pleased we came down to this fight when we did. We had an extra minute, but it would have been tough. So take your invincibility. The Fool card is now also extremely valuable. More so than question mark card by, you know, 20 orders of magnitude. And 4 Spirit Hearts gives us an avenue with which to beat Boss Rush. Okay, I actually think we are in this. Pacifier is also good. And then we've got like a crawl space or something. Could be a black market. Now, basically prepare yourself, because this is going to be... This is the dream killer. This is the one where you're like, oh, I'm going to do 2 Isaac episodes before the NLSS today. And then you have a boss rush that will probably take you, like, maybe 8 minutes by itself. So, don't accidentally walk into that. We actually don't need to use the shovel anymore. Not that we want to avoid using it, but... We don't need to use the shovel on boss rush anymore, because we already have something that allows us to... Well, yes. We already have something that allows us to teleport out. Presumably, we're not going to get, like, crawl space, crawl space, crawl space, crawl space every other time we use this. So, we're going to teleport out because we want to go to the item room. You know, God willing, maybe we'll have the resources necessary to make the shop work, I should say. I don't know, maybe not. So, like, we don't spend our own pennies to use Midas Touch here. I recognize, by the way, that we have some good things going for us on this run. We have Bloody Lust, for example, and you're going to be looking at this run going, why in the world, you know, enable Bloody Lust, find a way. To be real with you, I was mind flooded for about 5 floors on this run once we had that, like, amazing black market situation that presented itself. So I'm a little, like, I'm surprised that we made it as far as we did. I'm surprised that we made it, oh, that's gonna hurt, yeah. I'm surprised that we made it into boss rush, I guess is what I'm trying to say in no uncertain terms. We very nearly did not make that happen. Now, I do think that this daily is an amazing run because of that black market that is a kind of a bad daily. But maybe it's different if you didn't take Chaos. I'll acquiesce. Chaos is like it's slightly better than a coin flip, I think, because of the deal with the devil chance on item rooms, and well, any room, any item pedestal outweighs the ooh, 2 of clubs, outweighs the possibility of getting a shitty item on a deal with the devil. Have fun. Okay. But I think that, again, good run, bad daily. Good kid, mad city. Stop that. So I'm thinking that everybody's gonna eat shit on today's daily. Have I eaten more or less shit than the average Isaac player? I wouldn't be surprised if it's more. By the way, stop taking damage, you dummy, because we're... Of course, Bloody Lust is valuable, but we're also trying to get to the freaking, greed, or not greed, the lamb fight here, which means we need to play the self-sacrifice room approximately 200,000 times, so, really need to nip this shit in the bud. Now, why am I not picking up the money? Because it scares me. There we go, that's what we're looking for. The money is too close in many situations to the crawl space. If we go through the crawl space, we're not going to get the value. Oh, I walked right into him. We're not going to get the value out of completing boss rush. We need these points because we're like 3,000 below where we would be on an average run. Okay, so like you... I have to kill the adversary first. Because otherwise we're going to get shot from afar. But I don't really want to use, like, what is this? Algis. We'll pop that. I don't really want to use High Priestess on this guy. You can take him out easily enough. I don't really want to use High Priestess on these guys. Take them out easily enough. Daggers. So, I think it's pretty clear. Sackboy combined with anything that allows you to shoot pennies is pretty dynamite. Just crush him. Anybody. Yep, there you go. That is so much less damage than I expected it to be. Oh, Jesus. Freeze him. Freeze him. He's been frozen. Good work, team. We're not done. 2 of clubs again. That's actually pretty big. Look at that. We're getting mad points out of this. We've gained like 1,000 points in bombs on this floor. That was the worst of all possible damages. Yeah, no, okay. Turns out it does get worse than that. Please let me finish this boss fight. It's too much. It's too much! And we might as well take the stars card out. It's a very minor way to min-max things, but... saves us a key. Don't unfreeze, don't unfreeze, don't unfreeze, don't unfreeze. He's unfrozen. This has got to be our last boss. This shit is just taking forever, dude. Oh, my Lanta. That's a lot of scythes coming in simultaneously. Freeze him. I'm trying to think, like, I think we fought all 4 horsemen, which is like my layperson indication that we're maybe getting close to being done with this run. Okay, well, maybe not. At least we're doing 15 damage per hit. Like, that's very nice. Holy crap, we're done. Okay, so Mom's Key. Grab pennies. The chariot. The sun, which I'm going to use because the mapping is not bad, and we can only take 1 item out of here, or 1 card out of here anyway. It's going to be the stars card. We get safety pin. It's not bad. Keep in mind, there's no hush on this floor, which is important to me. Because, well, let's check. We got 96 bombs, right? I would love, I mean, the quarter for 15 cents is obvious, but I would love to buy the HP as well, if possible. So now it's all about cranking up that score. How are we going to do that in the most likely... Well, that's great. How are we going to do that? I mean that sincerely. It sounded sarcastic. How are we going to do that in the most likely way possible? Well, this is huge. Yes. The way we're going to do that in the most likely way possible is we have to find a self-sacrifice room later. Now, the bummer is we also have to be able to afford the self-sacrifice room later. So, I don't know. At the present moment, I'm not fully certain of how we're going to do that. So with 12 cents, we're going to buy the quarter for 7 cents. And then we're going to buy the HP upgrade. And then we're going to buy the Spirit Heart. And we're going to go to Idaho. And we're going to go to Washington. Okay, now throw this down here. Give me some black hearts. You didn't give us any black hearts. You know, mapping's important, but so is, like, being able to do these rooms without getting hit. The amount of payouts we're getting here is a little ridiculous. I will pop 2 of diamonds. I don't think I'm wrong to feel pretty confident about this run. You might be saying, like, you're out of your fucking mind, and you might be right, but, like, we've actually navigated by far the hardest part of this run. Like, now that we've made it to boss rush, and we actually made it through boss rush, which for a while seemed like that might be, like, completely implausible. We got 99 bombs, we got 99 cents. That's just an indication of how relatively easy it is for us to get up there in terms of our consumables. You know, we should have very few problems here. But the self-sacrifice room is one of them, especially without very much renewable HP. Almost dodged right into that. Also, like, there are some problems we cannot recover from. Our damage penalty is really, really bad. All we can hope is that everybody's damage penalty is really, really bad. You know, it's like the Super Bowl in the middle of a blizzard. Can I turn off the thing that has me shooting pennies? Not that I'd want to in this case, but there are some runs in which every penny really matters, man. I mean, we can afford economically 3 bombs for 1 Spirit Heart, but I'd prefer not to on, like, a personal level. The Devil card. Okay. So, we're gonna take the first self-sacrifice room we find. So I'm actually going to take, do I have another Sun card? I know I have an Emperor, which is fine. Thought maybe I had a Sun card. I'm gonna go take the Emperor card. We're gonna walk into the Curse room, see what we get. I know there's 2 rooms left up here. So be it. First self-sacrifice room we find, we're gonna start to play. I would like to have more HP before we do, but at least we have some now. What do we see? We see regular old mob trap room. Figured, let's go fight the boss right off the bat, okay? Now, the bad thing about taking red hearts is that, you know, we have permanent Polaroid invincibility if we don't have the red hearts. So, it is a little bit of a, I wouldn't call it a misplay necessarily, but we're making a gamble that we're going to get more red hearts. Because 1 red heart by itself is pretty not great. We got Sack of Pennies, which is, you know, you might have noticed, demonstrably not a red heart. At least this 2 of diamonds keeps us in the money here. I don't know if this necessarily makes the list of, like, worst dailies that I'm excited about. But it's in the category, at least, you know? It's an honorable mention. 'Cause, oh my god. Ah! You know, you look at this daily and you go, it's kind of garbage. For daily standards, if this was just like a regular run, I'd be pretty pleased. Oh, don't walk into that. I'd be pretty pleased with it. I'd be like, you know, look at that amazing play we made on the blood bank back there. But the rub is that we can't get any fucking damage. Except out of, you know, Bloody Lust, which is also great, but you know what? It's a chariot card. We can get it on the way out if we want. It's a good run from a utility standpoint, but I'd trade it all in for a fucking a damage upgrade. You know, wait. Will a 1 room re-roll the shovel? And wait, does it even matter? It does not matter. So we lost the shovel, but we gained Mom's knife. Why does this matter? First off, I also think we gained like a bunch of points in the process and a ton of HP. This does not matter, although we are slow as molasses, because we have a portal to the next floor already. We still got 2 diamonds left. By the way, all you daily haters out there. I can't see. I got my hater blockers on because we took Chaos, Diplopia, found a black market on this run, and re-rolled our whole run. So the zanies, the dailies aren't zany enough for me, crowd. Put it in your mouth and suck it. That's not what I meant to say. Stick that up your pipe and smoke it. That's the one. Two different phases or phrases for two different situations. We have like broken stopwatch, or is that guy just really fast? So now we're actually doing damage. I would say that that is a good thing. We're gonna... Oh, crap! I'm sorry, Demon Judgment. I didn't know that that would doom us all. I don't want to get off of this half-heart situation here. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Well, we're very, very slowly traipsing our way towards the end of the daily here on a run in which I'm kind of... We have Holy Mantle. On a run, or Infamy at least, a run in which I'm kind of adrift, if I'm being honest. I have effectively very little idea where we stand. Of course, you know, when I go to Greedbud to see what the score is for yesterday's daily, right there on the homepage shows the scores for today's daily. I saw some people in the 40s. Do we have a chance at the 40s? We probably have a chance at the mid-30s if there's a self-sacrifice room on the next floor. Otherwise, I would say, I mean, like, maybe 29 to 30 is our peak if we're only doing the mom fight. And even then, I don't really know how we're going to make that happen. So, we're just going to start by going down to the next floor. I don't know, like, I guess we'll save 2 of diamonds. Maybe there's a way that we can spend some money. I am presently unaware of what that way would be. One of those is a chariot card. I don't mind. Take the money, dude. Take the money and run. Wound 2. Okay. Let's Hermit card. Just, okay. Yeah, pretty good. We'll take Proptosis. We'll take Crystal Ball. Now we're going to get full mapping. There is a self-sacrifice room. This is not a drill. Okay. So, to be straight with you, really all we need is a Tears upgrade at this point. Wait. No, there's no self-sacrifice room. That's a boss trap room. And did I say a Tears upgrade? Because I meant a speed upgrade. But, yeah, there's no self-sacrifice room. But that is not the end, though. That's not the end for us. There's a curse room. There's a library that might still have chaos applied to it. And beyond all of this, and beyond 2 souls, we still, okay, and we have a temperance card that we could play. We have a dice room that could be a 5 room. And the 5 room could give us another chance at a self-sacrifice. Otherwise, though, we're probably coming close to the end of this run. And I forget because the positives outweigh the negatives to such an extreme degree. But, yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that Small Rock is a downgrade when it comes to our speed. We didn't get hit because we have Holy Mantle. But we're going to get hit on the way out. That's for darn sure. Not that it mattered too much in the whole scheme of things. So we have 2 of Diamonds cards. A little silly at this point. I am bummed, you know, no self-sacrifice. So what were the other avenues? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, maybe you could get into the 40s by just not being as bad as I was on today's daily. People always take it as like, I'm not ashamed of it, I'm pointing it out. You know, my damage penalty on today's daily was really bad. There are people out there that consistently play at least a little bit better, if not a lot better. Most of the time, it doesn't make a difference in whether or not it's going to be a win, but it does make a difference in your score. I cannot deny that. I don't necessarily think I played badly on today's run. I think that the run was bad for a while, and I maybe didn't elevate it, but I made the broader, you know, high-level choices that I thought were going to be valuable for us here. So, I mean, there's a Joker card. There's a Joker card. There's a Magician card. But I guess we want 2 Joker cards. What is this one, by the way? Strength. Not relevant. I mean, I'm banking on a dream. That might be Beelzebub. We already have Beelzebub. Speaking of which, you guys see Logan yet? Now that's a movie. Has the backlash started yet? There's always a backlash. Well, it's not that good. You might be... Oh, it's a fucking 5-room, dude! Can you take it all away? And you shoved it in my face. Okay, great work. I mean, you should be just absolutely thrashed. Pop the Joker card. Oh, it's 9 lives. Which we actually might not care about because we need to play a self-sacrifice room. So goodbye, 9 lives. We do want this. Here we go, boys. We're in this. Although we could get access to the boss trap room if we did do that. But it's a 5-room. It's a ghost ball. We're back in this. Use the Joker card. Why not? Yeah, I don't care. Give me a fucking Krampus. Call it the tumbling fucking dice. See if I care. 2 rooms until we find out if we're the world's greatest. Has the dream come true? Gotta be honest with you, I feel a very pressing need to defecate. There's no self-sacrifice room. I don't want to cause myself physical harm by doing this run, but I would cause myself psychological harm by not pushing this daily to its logical conclusion, but just know that I am doing this run under duress right now. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, it's not like the Joker card really mattered for us. Anyway. Now, how the fuck do we get out of here? Well, there's no way. We do this floor again. We get the extra exploration bonus. I've really, like, short of having a dice room, which we don't have. Well, no, there is a way out. If we're gonna get maximally ridiculous, we should per throw the room with the most things on it that could be rerolled into anything else, because we would like to get Forget Me Now. If you popped the Forget Me Now, you could theoretically end up on a floor that has a self-sacrifice room. Now, we're really out here grinding in order to get our final floor here. Or just, I mean, I'm asking you for the privilege of paying 12 hearts that I do not have to get to the self-sacrifice room. And you're going to tell me no? So, I mean, in theory, this guy could pay out, but... Fuck. I don't want to play this dude until he gives us Skatol and then re-roll it into Forget Me Now, you know? Can we just pretend that this is what happened here and then not go through the time required to do this because it's a little on the silly side? I'm going to give him 6 more plays. So here we go. 1. 2. 3. We finally got some keys. 4. 5. What have we done? I think we got spiders out of that. 6. You know I gotta give him 7. I was feeling like he was about to pay out. Okay, 7. 7's it, though. Okay, get fucking dusted, son. Oh, my lord. This is a run, dude. This is a freaking run right here. This is a run, if you know what I mean. And by that, I mean that it really is just extremely slow. Leave run leading in my hands, in my glands again. No interest there, okay. Is there, because we've been to a lot of libraries. I mean, we already have Bookworm, and we picked up a couple of books from A Deal with the Devil, and we had a library like last floor or 2 floors ago. What do you think the odds are I would say 0, by the way, to preempt the situation. What do you think the odds are we could re-roll the book, which I was hoping was multiple, into something else? It's another book. I think I got to accept this is it. You know, we're probably going to be in the 30s. I do think that gives us a chance to rank as well as we've ranked on the last couple of dailies. I think there's no reason... we're definitely, like, mathematically excluded from being at the very top. Like, top 20, top 50. But I don't see any reason we couldn't be top 100, roughly. This is oh, God. Here we go. So we're going to get to Shoal. My bowels, dude! I mean, every time we get another chance to go a little bit deeper on the run, I'm like, honestly, it raises our chances of ranking extremely well by a lot. So Perthrow or Yera at this point? I mean, generally speaking, on Shoal, you'd rather have Perthrow to reroll stuff instead of Yera, which is mostly going to end up doubling consumables. So we're at 31,000 now. And there could be, I know you don't want me to say it, there could be a self-sacrifice room at this point. I think. There isn't, but because there is no benevolent force in this universe looking out for us, there is a dice room. Why walk in front of that? Either way, it's madness. This run is actually... madness at this point. We're gonna do it though, and this is where you like Perthrow and Blackrune. You can get any sort of, you know, honestly, I prefer if it's just keys. Give Keybeggar a chance to like prove his weight here. It's able, so you Perthrow it. It's Bum Friend. You Blackrune it. We have 3 damage but no speed. You might say, why didn't you pick it up? You could have maybe gotten closer to Super Bum. Yeah. Have you seen our speed? I was kind of hoping to get, like, some kind of, I don't know, speed upgrade. Was thinking it was possible. Now I can crunch the numbers on this one, and I can see that probably this is the end. And I know I've said that 20 times over the course of this run, but, you know, I'm looking at it, and I'm going, if some people got 40s, I'm going to be at, like, 33, and my damage penalty is going to be horrible. So, quite honestly, I think that this is the end, and the people who ranked well, maybe they got to 99 keys and just had or more keys, and just had less shitty damage than I had. That the math checks out, is what I'm trying to get at, basically. But we gotta finish this run via the most exhaustive means necessary. It's a 2-room. It's a ghost ball. Ace of Diamonds. Not worth anything for us. Chariot World. We are living in a chariot world, and I am a chariot boy. I mean, we're not using bombs to fight the Fallen at this point. Are you seeing this run? Are we witnessing the same run at the present moment? Like, it's ridiculously good. Okay, don't leave yet. As maddening as our speed stat is here, we gotta keep pressing forward. And this is gonna be a long daily, but this should show you I have belief that I'm ranking relatively well here. Now, the seams were all very logical, to be honest with you. There was never really a seam on this run that was like, and a seam is just a way to, you know, sneak a little further into the run than you'd normally be able to. And, you know, it's like, you know, you pull on the thread, the whole sweater unravels. That's the kind of metaphor I'm trying to get there. The idea is you find something that some people might not find that allows you to get some extra points. Now, again, with all that being said, the seam being easy to find is one thing. The fact that there were about 6 of them just means that we're probably going to be in a position to rank pretty well. People will miss some of the seams just by virtue of the fact that, you know, there's going to be like a loss factor on every single one. Some people are just going to miss some of them. So this is a big room. Let's pop strength here so we can get through it as fast as possible. And then slowly work our way back. So we should be around 35,000, I think. Honestly, I wouldn't be... I know I said we wouldn't be top 50. I wouldn't be surprised if we're top 75. You look at a mom daily, and you go, that'll be done in 10 minutes. Not today. But we did make it work. Hopefully it's not in vain here. I would be not surprised to see top 75. I would also not be surprised to see us just anywhere in the top, like, 200. So, let's see. Today, we are 154. So, yeah, maybe a more modest proposal was good there. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.